Hello lovely people and welcome to my channel. My name is Pancherzz. In today's video I have two things to talk about. One about the latest update to Infinite Warfare and an idea that I have pushing forward with the game. So as you know already, and I'm not going to go into it too much because you've probably seen it in the update, either played it yourself, you heard enough about it, but there were more levels added to each mission team. So the JTF Wolverines and the Orion team, instead of being capped out at 50, now go up to 100. But before I get into this, here is something else. Now, this won't be a new idea by any means. You've probably heard it from others, you might have done. I haven't really seen it around just yet, but I think it would be really good. It exists in other games, and I think it would be cool in Infinite Warfare, and that is renting a gun. Now, if we could pay some salvage to unlock a certain prototype weapon for a certain amount of playtime, and then it disappeared afterwards, I think it would be awesome. So, bit like in Black Ops 3, how when you did the weekly contract, you got a token, and you got to play with the Blackjack Specialist for an hour, wouldn't it be cool if we could, just an example, these numbers just from the top of my head, pay something like 500 salvage to unlock and use an epic weapon for an hour? That way you'd get about 6 full games of domination that last about 10 minutes each, and then you'd be able to keep the normal amount of salvage afterwards to buy the gun outright if you wanted to, or then just keep paying 500 and use it for another hour. But it gives us a chance to give a trial on some of these weapons that we don't normally get to use and might not want to save up all that way. At the minute, it takes quite a long time to earn salvage, but getting to 500 is more reachable than getting 6,000, which it takes at the minute to unlock an epic weapon. So if we could rent an epic weapon for an hour for 500 salvage, I'm sure more people would do. There is already a system like this in Call of Duty Online, which is the free-to-play Chinese version of COD, and it would be cool to see something like this transferred over. It doesn't mean that you get the weapon forever, only for an hour. After an hour of actual gameplay time, it would disappear, so it's not like you get to keep it, but it just gives you a chance to try out a weapon that maybe you haven't even seen in a game before. So going back to the new mission team levels, here is the crucial thing about it. I'm not going to go into detail about what it means exactly, but after each level, after 50, you now earn bonus salvage or a Mark II prototype weapon. There is, as far as the patch notes say, no cosmetic pieces to be unlocked in these new levels, so you'll be earning pure salvage or a weapon. The Mark II prototype weapons you earn are the Mark II version of each weapon you unlock from 1 to 50 in that mission team. So, for example, in the JTF Wolverines, you unlock the FHR 40 counterweight at level 10, so at level 60 you'll earn the Mark II version of the counterweight. At level 30 in the JTF Wolverines, you get the HVR Atlas, so at level 80 you'll unlock the Mark II of that weapon. Basically, once you hit level 50, you go through all the weapon unlocks again at their respective levels, so a new Mark II weapon at 60, 70, 80, 90 and 100. What I want to say about this mainly is that Infinity Ward seem to be listening a little bit and doing what they can to get around the supply drop system. I'm pretty sure that if Activision weren't taking money from supply drops as big as they were, and Infinity Ward to some extent, but Activision as well, the emphasis on them wouldn't be so great. And in addition, with all these new weapons, and I'm sure there's more to come, there's no doubt about it, it's good to see they're adding a way to earn salvage through just playing the game. It's pointing in the right direction. If they're able to add more and more ways to earn salvage, then it makes playing the game more worthwhile and makes it easier to unlock more weapons that you want. If you want an epic weapon at the minute, it takes forever to unlock it, too long in my mind. I don't mind having to grind somewhat to get weapons because that's part of the game, and it makes it worthwhile when you finally unlock it that you've put in the work to get that. But at the moment it is far too slow, and it makes it seem impossible for those of you like me who don't get to play it every day even. I don't get hours and hours to spend playing the game. Most of the time I'm at uni, my Xbox is at home, and I only get to play it maybe once a week when I go home to work, maybe an hour or so. And hopefully they add more ways to earn salvage as well after that, and have some fun doing it in the meantime. I would quite like to see wager matches like Black Ops 1 re-added, where you can bet some salvage, but maybe earn a lot of salvage back. Just something like that to make it a little bit more interesting. So what do you think about renting weapons, and are you happy with them increasing the way you can earn salvage? And what would you like to see them do to add more salvage into the game? Would you like to see wager matches, or just like challenge rewards, earning salvage, that sort of thing? If you have an idea about this, leave a comment down below. If you like this video, feel free to hit that like button, lets me know that you've enjoyed the video, subscribe for more content, and I will see you guys later.